Everyone, my name is Jeff R6 and I'm going to be giving you a beginner's guide to the defending operator Lesion in Rainbow Six Siege. The first thing you're going to want to know about Lesion is his ability. He has these goo mines that whenever you come close in that circle and step on them, it will create a slowing ability and it will slowly do damage if they don't take it out. So what it can do and how it can be used very well is it can be used for roaming as auditory cues, or it can be used well against shield operators because they have to put their shields down to take it out. And it can be used well to waste time, let you know if somebody's entering through a certain spot, and it's overall a really great ability. The first thing I want to share about it is the most basic thing, is being mindful when you place them. So basically today, what I'm going to show you is, we are on Oregon right now. This is White Stairs, and if you take a look, I'll throw Lesion mines in 3 different spots. If you are an attacker and you're at the bottom of White Stairs and you're going up, you will see these 2 very easily because it's exactly where you're aiming at. See, the one in the middle of the door is probably the most noticeable because it's right in the way, and if you're an attacker, you'll just go down and shoot that. So that one's obviously not great. And this one, at this corner of the door, everybody says put them at the corner of the door. But if you put it at the wrong corner of the door where it's very visible, they'll just automatically be shot. So I would not put it on this side either. But as you see, is I threw this one on the right side of the door. Since the attacker is probably going to be paying attention once they get up here, whoever's maybe swinging from the kids or behind the B-bomb, or maybe attacking from this side of the games, they're going to be very distracted, not paying attention to what's down in this corner right here. So the first thing you should probably take from this video is being mindful when you place your Lesion mines. The next tip that I'm going to show you is being careful when you're throwing them mid-round. Say an attacker's already on White Stairs and they've already shown their presence, they're maybe pre-firing walls, taking angles, trying to shoot at you. You wouldn't want to risk, without any information obviously, going out and throwing your Lesion mine like that and going back into cover, because what if they hear you take it out and you get shot? The first thing you want to do is learn about the throw trajectory. Even though this isn't the most ideal spot, at least you'll get an auditory cue of them shooting it. So if I bounce it off this wall, it'll go and land right on the side of the door. Or even better, so I don't even have to get out of cover, if I bounce it off of the roof right here, it'll go land by the door. There's plenty of spots to do this. Definitely right here on Oregon, some spots in Lair, Night Haven, multiple different maps, Chalet. So the next thing you should probably take away from this video is the throw trajectory. Say, I know this is not a sight down here. Say you have a rotate into the sight down here, and people might be jumping through it and you're playing vert on it to deny it. I don't know why anybody would be doing it right here, but you can always throw your Lesion mines through there, go make a vert hole somewhere else. Well, while you're playing on that vert hole, if you hear someone go over here on your Lesion mine, you know where to go. So that's, in my opinion, why he's one of the best vertical operators too. Now, my last point on this operator will be how he's honestly one of the best roaming operators in the game, due to the fact that he's a 2-speed, so he's not super fast, not super slow, so he doesn't make a bunch of noise. Throw a Lesion there, throw a Lesion over here in garage, to walk up from basement, and say you're roaming in here and around this area, maybe on a door over there, whatever. I'm not going to throw one right now, but you can be doing something completely different over here. And if you hear one of your Lesions go off, that's an auditory cue that maybe someone walked up through here, so you can kind of jiggle it, figure out what's going on, and chow the gun fight, or what you ultimately should be doing when you're roaming, is wasting time. You can waste so much time with these because then, even if you're not there, if they hit this, they have to go back into cover and take it out. Or if they're a shield operator, they have to give up their power position if they're challenging you and go find a way to take it out, which then obviously if they're taking it out you can swing them, but they might try to bait it out on you if they are not a shield operator. So that's another way Lesion can be used very well. And I want to touch on one last thing, is his shotgun. Why I say he's one of the best vertical operators is he has a shotgun. He can make great vert. And as a Legion, you should, unless you have a specific roaming setup set with your team, you should be helping make basic rotates with your super shorty. You know, rotate into attic. Legion is one of the operators that's great on basically every map and every site, just because he brings so much for the team. Like, you're never going to complain about seeing a Legion on your team. Legion's a great operator. He's one of the operators that's honestly one of the most well-rounded and doesn't need a balance. And I'd like to touch on the BP placement. This is kind of for every operator, but always place it in a spot where it's safe. So a trick that some people probably don't know, here I'll reinforce this wall on this side. This is just not like specific thing that you would do in an actual game, but if you shoot out some of the soft wall and put a BP in it, it is way harder for an attacker to shoot the side because they have to get really close to it to get to the side and shoot it. Because if that BP was just on the wall right here, all the attacker does is have to get just about right there to shoot that. But if it's in the wall, they have to get a lot closer to get to it. So you have to be mindful of where your BP is too, because like say I was in a 5v5 and their team just kept pushing from master and trophy and maybe armory or something, and I put my BP right here. That's not good, because you never know. If a kid comes up from white and they see that, they're just going to shoot it and then it's gone. So a better spot for it would probably be tucked up in this corner. But the downside is they could probably shoot it from the rotate. It'd be a little bit more difficult, but they definitely could. So it's kind of hard to find good spots for BPs, but you definitely have to be mindful, realize where the teams are pushing from, what they're doing, how they're doing it. A good spot might be right here, actually. You can see if they walk in, you can use the audio from it too, since it's right up against the wall, basically. So basically, that's just a short guide to Legion, how to use everything that he has, all of that stuff. And oh, one more thing I want to touch on is he has a great gun, great loadout, shotgun, SMG. It's always good to use his shotgun for close range because it's way easier to take gunfights like that. Vertical, throw trajectory for his ability. Throwing them on the smart sides of doors, just not on any side of the door. Never throwing them in the middle. That's dangerous, unless it's a double door. It's kind of like whatever. If it's a double door, you kind of have to put it in the middle. There's a big chance they couldn't hit it. And he's a great roaming operator. So those are all the upsides to Legion. He's a great operator, really good for beginners, and easy way to hit high ranks with him if you main him.